Coming in hot.
Hello.
I think I said that last time.
Welcome.
I'm always coming in hot.
Yeah,
That's how I
it's
do it.
still true.
Yeah, I'm still 5 exclamation point Sarah over here. That was a 5 exclamation point intro.
Welcome to Brain Candy, everyone.
Welcome.
How are you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing well. How are you? I missed you. I always miss you.
How's your resolution still intact?
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of which, I even went so far. This was like one of those better late than never kind of things. Mm-hmm. But I went so far as to create a list of intentions.
Okay.
Would you like to hear them?
Yeah.
Because I thought those would be... So my friend Sarah, shout out to Sarah, and my friend Allie, shout out to Allie, they created one, and we were like screenshotting them to ourselves, like with pretty background. Look at how pretty it looks.
Oh, very cute.
Yeah. So I like to keep like... So I made one for myself. Mm-hmm. So, and I tried to be like specific and like also give an action behind of like how to do it.
Okay.
So I want to grow my practice by collaborating with local businesses to connect with my target audience. I want to improve my punctuality and decrease travel anxiety by leaving for appointments at least 15 minutes before my suggested time of departure.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, how can I do that? What are the things do I want to get rid of? Oh, that feeling of anxiousness of like, you know, and I was like, oh, okay, travel anxiety in whatever category when it comes to like, you know, we always talk about how we're anxious on an airplane. I would probably make it a half an hour for it. That's why I made the little at least or less than, greater than, or whatever sign.
Yeah.
So I thought that would kind of help in easing that.
You're always on time here.
Well, yes, I am. But you know what's weird is like I'm always on time, but with like I'm really like sometimes 1 to 2 minutes late. And it's only because in that time where I could have like stopped off and like had some lunch or like collected my thoughts or like, you know, like today, like I had a little bit of time. So I stopped and like wrote down some notes and, you know, did some like just like work. And I usually fill that time with errands, with things that like don't necessarily need to be done right then, but like, I'm like, oh, I got 15 minutes. I know, I'll go run to the post office. And then I run to the post office and it's fine. I could do in that window, but I'm then constantly checking like, am I going to make it? Do I need to send a text, say I'm going to be there in 5 minutes? And I'm just like over that, you know? And I was thinking about when we went to go see Ali Wong and like Sarah and that anxiety I felt when the time on Waze just kept getting longer and longer and longer. I'm like, how are we moving forward? But our time to arrival is getting longer. Yeah. This is killing me. Mm-hmm. And then I felt it was like me having travel anxiety for every single person that was there. And I was like, I can't do that. So even though it said, because I didn't even take into consideration, I took the time that it would take me to drive to, you know, our friend Sarah's house. And then we carpooled together from there up to LA. And I didn't even gauge like how. So that I got to get rid of.
Okay.
There we go. That was a very long. This one I stole from you. I told you I was going to do it. Mm-hmm. Have more music in my life. Mm-hmm. Listening to, seeing more live or playing.
Awesome.
And this one, you know, I think that because like I ain't getting any younger over here, so I want to like start preparing my body to like one day have a baby. Yeah. So I want, and I feel like you got to be doing that like a long time before that happens. Yeah. So I want to increase my daily intake of folic acid, vitamin C, and iron to maintain
so nice.
A regular workout routine of at least 4 active days per week. And I just called it active days, so it's not like necessarily working out. I can go on a hike, I can do yoga, I can like go rock climbing, I can do slackline with Ren, whatever it is. Visit the dentist as recommended.
Wait.
Yes.
What is your normal dental schedule?
Well, it's been about a year.
Okay.
And I'm nervous to go back in. This is funny. Ren and I are both nervous to go to the dentist. We said when we move into our new place, we're going to find a new dentist and we're going to go together. And whatever the outcome, we're going to be fine. Because both of us are adults who get to claim we've never had a cavity.
Oh, so you don't want to break your streak.
We don't want to break our streak. And both of us, Ren was so funny. He was like, yeah, there are really only 2 things that I'm super scared of. I'm like super scared of like 2020 here, like my fears, having a cavity and getting stung by a bee. I've never had either of those. I'm like, okay, let's break this down. Let's start with the bee. I think I can help you unpack this. I'm like, can I just play therapist for a little bit?
I mean, it does hurt.
And oh my God, Susie, he's going to listen to this. I told him it was not even that bad. It just felt itchy.
Mine are not itchy.
Oh,
sorry.
Ren, ignore everything she's saying. You're fine. You're not going to get hurt.
I'm so sure. They wouldn't call it a sting if it were
but it's
just
like
itchy.
Not that bad. Like on a scale of 1 to 10 of pain, it's like a 3.
Okay. everybody's different.
This is true. This is true. Okay, well, Ren, you're
hopefully we
probably a
never
3.
know.
Yes,
what
hopefully
it
we
is
never
for
know,
him.
and I'll save him from the beast.
Can I just briefly say
Please.
when we were at Disney, my mom's tooth fell out.
What? This is. What do you mean? Just like
We were just
does
eating
she have
pizza.
cavities?
Well, yeah, she has terrible teeth.
Okay.
But this baby just fell right out.
What was she eating? A caramel
Pizza.
apple? A pizza. Pizza. Those crusts.
I don't know what happened, but
Pizza.
so then she was like a fucking hillbilly walking
Wait,
around.
what? Where in her mouth?
Right here in the front.
Get her front canine.
I think it was an incisor. Yeah.
Incisor.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Incisor. I hardly know her.
When I was on my first date with my first husband, he said, "You know, you have very sharp incisor teeth." I was like, "You say that to all the girls?" Like, that's not a compliment.
I think I got one too.
No, you have really beautiful, not
thank you.
weird
Not
teeth.
weird one. Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
thanks. My grandma did have a fang like that. Like you're just in a fang.
It's
but
pretty fang-like.
It's
teetering.
It's teetering on a fang.
But I sure don't need some dude telling me.
Right, you definitely don't.
But what
you
did
know,
I know? I
you
married him. Anyway, carry on with your list.
Oh, no. But back to the dentist and your family and Disneyland.
Yeah.
Dahlia has 9 cavities from her
God.
dentist. I was like,
I am not happy.
and then I saw your comment, and you're like 9,
I
and
thought
she's like, "Oh,
surely-
I'm going back for a second opinion." I was like, "This is great. I love following this. I need an update. I need."
I thought she was being hyperbolic, that, she maybe had 2. And then I love that she's going for a second opinion.
Right.
Like, maybe it's only 7.
Well, hey, listen. Don't shake your finger at her because
No,
remember
I
my
don't.
dentist who said I had a hopeless tooth, and then the other one was like,
No, it's
totally
hopeful.
hopeful.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that she should get a second opinion, but I don't think she's going to eliminate all 9.
Yes.
But anyway,
That's so funny.
Dahlia, Godspeed, though.
Yeah. Good luck. What if are some of them on like the same tooth? So it's like they could.
Is that a thing?
I have no idea. I just made that up. I don't even know anything about cavities because I never had one. Knock on wood. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Anyways, I totally get it. Okay, next on my list: choose to prioritize sleep over time thieves.
Oh,
And
that's
time
a
thieves,
big thing.
games I get stuck on playing. Poshmark
Yeah.
up till midnight,
Yeah.
way past midnight.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah,
It's hard to break that habit.
yeah. Oh gosh, Pinterest, all those.
Are
Okay,
you
so-
succeeding with these though so
yes,
far?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm doing real well. And yeah, the music one is the easiest. That's always nice.
Yeah.
And I have like, ALEXA everywhere, so I get to just like, you
What
always
words are you saying?
ALEXA. I just tried to avoid saying that name.
She's not in here.
Okay, I have Alexa, so I don't know. Before she was, and she used to like talk back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, I don't know where you're moving her.
Well,
yes.
I should add that
Yes.
I actually did tell you this last week when you were here that one of my resolutions was to stop drinking pop because I was
Yes.
like, hot on Diet Coke all the time. And I am doing that. And thankfully, I have Liquid IV, which I can use
Yes.
instead. And now, in addition to the hydration multiplier, they have an energy multiplier,
Whoa!
which is perfect timing because if you give up Diet Coke,
Oh, this is perfect
you're
for
going to
you.
want a little something.
And it's like, yeah. This is good.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to try it because, I mean, like I said, if I'm not drinking caffeine throughout the day, then I could use a little kick in the pants. And Liquid IV's energy multiplier is perfect. These things come in little packets, so they have the hydration one as well. And you just pour it in your water, and it'll give you that, maybe it'll like help you with your focus or your motivation. Yes. You know how when you in the middle of the afternoon, you're like, oh, mommy wants to go night-night.
Correct.
This
Or
can help
mommy
with
wants to eat a bag of Doritos.
Yes.
So
Right.
and a lot of times that's just because you're thirsty and you need a little pick-me-up. Or
Yeah, and so you can get the energy without the crash, and it gives you nutrients as well, so it's not just empty product. Get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code CANDY at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order on Liquid IV's website. Just go to liquidiv.com and enter promo code CANDY to save 25% and get better hydration and energy. That's liquidiv.com, promo code CANDY. Don't wait. Start fueling your adventures today. And you'll be happy to know I kicked salt.
What?
I did. I mean,
what do you mean?
Well, I had a real problem.
Yeah. I think you may have given me a real problem.
And my son, too. Like, he was mimicking my behavior as well, adding too much salt. And so I was like, I need to reset. Even if I go back, I just want to start over.
Right.
And
do you feel a difference?
No,
Yeah.
I don't. But I noticed the food doesn't taste as good.
Oh, my gosh.
But it's for the best. And there's no way to eliminate it.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not adding it.
I had dinner with somebody recently who was like, here's the deal. All food tastes bad. You need to throw so much seasoning and salt and everything. Everything's
so
bad.
true.
It's so true, right? I laughed about that. I'm still laughing about that.
That's a really good point.
All food tastes bad.
I'm going to be thinking about that. Because if you really didn't add any kind of flavor,
it all sucks.
it sucks.
Yeah, right. That's why it's so funny.
I wonder if there's an exception to that.
I know, because even if anything you think of is just a combination of other things that you've added something more it's really like sugar or
Why
starch.
does food suck?
Sucks, man.
All right. You have any more intentions?
I do. One of them, wash my face every night.
Yeah. Good one.
Right.
Yeah.
And the more I've been doing that one a lot, and it's been, because sometimes I'll just use one of those cleansing cloths or whatever. If I actually go and wash my face, I've noticed in all of 2020 that really my goal is just to be more mindful in doing everything.
Yeah.
And don't you feel like we live in this like fast forward world where everything is telling you to get things done faster and quicker and whatever? Mm-hmm. But then that just leaves us feeling anxious and depressed and even worse.
That's what I was thinking when you said, like, if you have a few minutes on your drive, you'll stop and fill it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And if we just slow down, that just taking the right amount of time, like the amount of time, even when like cooking a meal, sure, you can get a microwave meal and you can like make it real fast and, and it'll be done so that you can then go to like, what I would do is like then go like watch TV or whatever use one of these time thieves that are just stealing my time. And then I just feel anxious and I feel like it just drains my energy.
Yeah.
And if you instead took that time to like make the whole meal and like spend the amount of, you wouldn't be as bored. Mm-hmm. So I feel like being more mindful in everything I do and like washing my face, in a way, washing my face every night. And then it makes me use my moisturizer. It makes me use all the steps and all that stuff. And then it gets me ready for bed.
It's a great ritual.
It's why are we... Everybody needs to go back to, like, what we did when we were 7. Like, what our mom made us do. Or dad. Whatever. Whoever was taking care of you 7. Of, like, when you get angry, stop and count to 3.
Yeah.
Are you hungry? Are you tired? Are you lonely? What's going on?
Yeah, check in.
Mm-hmm. When you get home from your day at school, change into your, like, just like Mr. Rogers does, change into your, like,
your house clothes.
Yeah. Lay your clothes out for school the next day or work the next day. Amazing what that will save you in time. I did that last night. I was like, A, love my outfit today, and B, don't have any of that, because you throw that time anxiety and like, oh my God, because I've definitely added another chore around the house that I've done before I left, and then I'm like, oh, now I got to get dressed, and now it's like I'm even more anxious, which makes it more difficult for me to make a decision then. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, whoa, let's go back to basics here. Mm-hmm. Just wash your frickin' face, and with that, there are all these other like secondary gains from it, which I think are so great.
Do you find it difficult to motivate yourself to do it?
Oh, well, not as difficult when Ren's there, because he's like the king of having good rituals.
Oh, is he?
Oh my God, it's the best. He has the best, he washes his face every night and does all this. And he's like, yeah, my skin's just been so great ever since. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, talk about the importance of choosing a partner, even if it's just for that reason.
For the routine alone. Because you
develop their same behaviors 100%. And habits.
And I told him, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so much better at all this stuff with you around. Way better.
Good. He's a good force.
Yes. That is wonderful. And we're both on the same sleep schedule, which is nice. It's like not as fun when somebody like wakes up at 5 a.m. to do those things that you'd like to be doing at 8 or 9, and then they just make you feel shitty about it.
Yeah.
Like guilty for not doing it. Mm-hmm. And then my last one on the list is leave the past in the past.
Wow. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or do you struggle with that? Do you think about regrets and stuff?
No, it's not even about regrets. It's almost like, this is kind of a weird transition in my life where it's kind of like moving like, I don't know, I don't want to say shutting the book, because it's not shutting the book, but it's like a new chapter in my life. And it would be like going back and rereading the old chapter that you just finished. Whatever that may be, whether it's comparing things, and even if things are better now, I think comparing things it doesn't really.
Yeah, it's fruitless.
It's fruitless, and we don't need to be doing things like that.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that that still comes down to being mindful and being present. You know, so there's all really like a theme.
That's so good.
But so that's kind of like my guideline for 2020.
Yeah.
And I feel like none of those are really ones where, like, if I were to quote unquote fail or like not do it one night, I would want to like throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm not going to like abandon washing my face for the rest of the year because I didn't do it one night.
Yeah.
So your music one is really what inspired me, and laughter. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy that I chose those because, like you said, it's something I actually look forward to doing.
Yeah.
But it can be expensive if you go to a concert or whatever. But if you feel like this is betterment and well-being,
totally true.
It's all right.
Well, and to think about it, like on what another, there are always those secondary gains and things like that. So, like, would you maybe be spending the same amount of money or close to it on, I don't know, whatever like made you feel better in the moment that you needed, to like ease the pain, versus spending that money on something that like added. Anyways, any hoodles. Get out! Look, we said the same thing. Oh my gosh.
It's always a good time to say any hoodles.
It really is. Always. I think I need some information from you that I feel like you are going to have just a well of.
I probably won't.
No, you will. Because this is a subject that's near and dear to your heart. Do you know what I'm going to ask you about?
No.
Do you have any guesses?
No.
On the subject matter that, like,
Cheers,
really well.
Trivia?
No, but, like, you're not super far. But, actually you are. The royal family. And what happened. See?
I am into
it. See? I don't know anything. I've been living under
I'm so into it.
I've been living in, like, a love cloud. So, like, I haven't really come out to, like, see what's going on in the world. So, can you please tell me what's happening? And, like...
Well, okay. What do you want to know?
Everything. Start from the top. I understand that there's... I understand that there's a new marriage. No.
Well, I love Meghan Markle.
I know more than that.
So I'm biased.
And I do too. She's the best.
She's the best.
Like, she's the best.
She's the best.
I mean, I thought that when I watched Suits, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, you're an OG Meghan fan.
OG, from way back, like, first season, when it was airing.
I just feel like she can do no wrong, so I'm not... what's the word? Well, I'm biased.
Yeah.
So, it's been rumored that they were unhappy, Harry and Meghan, and that...
Like, unhappy, not together.
Right. Just
unhappy with the rules and the
media coverage.
Yeah.
And then the stifling nature of being in the royal family.
Yeah. How about how they flipped the script, just got real mean when I feel like everybody attacked her when she talked about how it was difficult to be a mom and all that.
Yeah, I mean, she can't do anything right because of racism and stuff. And so, like, no matter what she does, people are going to be mad.
That's so awful.
There was rumblings, like, something's going to happen. And then they released the statement saying they wish to be financially independent and that they were going to be splitting their time between North America and the UK. And then the same day, the Queen came out with, like, just one-line press release where it was, like, kind of being like, we got to talk about this as a family. Like
we'll
this is
tell
complicated.
you when you...
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh,
and
what did it say? Do you remember, like, what the...
It just said, we've only just begun conversations about...
Okay, got it.
And there's a lot to hammer out, kind of thing.
Wow.
And so then they had a family meeting, and then the Queen said that she supports them entirely, but that they had to work out the logistics because...
This is fascinating.
What Harry and Meghan are asking to do is very cheeky in a way because they are not saying they don't want to be in the royal family, which would be an easy thing to do. Like if they just said, we're done, peace out, we're going to do what we want. But
there's got to be people who have done that before.
People have done that.
Yes.
But people have not done this, like, we still want the perks and the titles and to be in the family, but we don't want to be senior members of the family, and we want to make our own money. So they want to kind of have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And some people take issue with that.
Or are they just taking away the that does get confusing.
Yeah. But after they all met together, the Queen said, they'll figure it out, and there's like a transitional period, and they're going to have to figure out how they're going to make money and what they're going to do. And they've already started. Okay. Well, yeah, but I mean, in what way?
She's like, Suits, season 4.
I would love it.
For whatevs.
But the sort of older English folks are up in arms.
Right. Anytime they break. Yeah, but they're up in arms with everything she does.
Yeah. My favorite thing that came out was the BuzzFeed piece in which they compared the press coverage. And you could say, okay, there's this great article about Kate Middleton and there's this terrible article about Meghan Markle. But what they actually did was they used the same outlet. So let's say it's the Daily Mail, and it's about the same topic. So Kate touches her pregnant belly with care and love. Why can't Meghan stop touching her baby belly?
Oh, my God.
So it was like exact comparisons. And you see the racism and
this is awful.
The mistreatment.
It made it through that whole line, like that nobody at the Daily Mail.
And it wasn't just the Daily Mail. It was just like
all
across the board. And you see how she has been set up to fail. And it's so funny that the media has portrayed her in this way. And then when she's like, I can't take it anymore, they're like, what's wrong with you? But they've set up this whole narrative.
Yes.
And then they make a lot of money.
This is like gaslighting.
Yeah. Exactly. By a whole country. Yeah. And how it would really mess up your head.
It would. Oh, God.
And like Piers Morgan, that guy, who, by the way, I did that tweet where I said Piers Morgan is if junk mail were a person.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about him.
Yeah.
He said...
Didn't somebody steal that tweet?
Yes.
Fuck that person.
Yeah, fuck that person.
Yeah, I was so mad about that.
He said she's abandoned her dad.
Oh.
She's abandoned her family. She's abandoned her country. And now she's abandoned the royal family. Like, he's just...
Oh, fuck off.
Total garbage.
Ugh.
But I just hope that they find some peace and...
Yeah.
And can carry on with their life because I think another thing that I noticed is the sexism of blaming it on Meghan.
Yes.
Like Yoko Ono style.
Oh my. So this is such a good point.
Yeah.
Because he was itching to, he's always been one who's ruffled feathers and done things that have caused some sort of like stir.
There's lots of interviews before he even knew Meghan where he talks about the media and how he feels like they're going to do another Diana.
He said that about his mom. He's like, this is why, oh my.
So of course now he has a baby and a wife. He wants to protect them.
Yes. I haven't even seen pictures of that baby.
So cute.
I'm going to have to look.
I think it looks like Harry, like same sort of narrow set eyes and all that jazz. But I just love Meghan. I love that she's a woman of color. She's a feminist. She's educated. She's well-informed. And
yes.
I mean, I like Kate, too.
That is a cute little baby.
Yeah, super cute. And they're a nice family, and I just hope they can sort it all out. I feel bad for them.
That's beautiful.
And people might think, you feel bad for them. They have... unlimited. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It drives me crazy when people say that because if you take everything away and you just look at what does this do internally to them, like what anxiety, what parts of the brain act up, like that.
Yeah.
It would be the same as it doesn't matter. Although it does. You do have more resources. That's not, but the effect of anxiety and stress and what we label as all these things, the symptoms are the same, whether you have this much money or not, that, like, whatever, across the board. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree. And one thing I don't have anxiety about is what bra I'm going to wear.
No.
Because I always know the answer is third love.
Yep. And you also know that it's going to fit right.
It's going to fit right. You're going to feel comfortable. And you're going to be like, why didn't I do this sooner?
Yes.
They have over 80 bra sizes. They've done all this wacky science research where they're like, how do we make these great? And then they did.
Yes.
Memory foam cups.
I mean, we could put a man on the moon, for God's sake. Give me a good bra. It's about time.
And they have a perfect fit promise, so you have 60 days to wash it and wear it. If you don't love it, you can return it for free. They're just great, and they give back. They donate all their gently used bras to women in need. There's a fit finder quiz, so you can find your perfect fit in 60 seconds. You don't have to go to the store and have one of those awkward moments.
Yeah.
Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone, so right now they're offering our listeners 15% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/brain now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/brain for 15% off today.
Yes.
What's next?
Also, okay, so check that off my list of things that Susie informed me on. So now I know all about that. This one is from a little. Well, actually, I don't know if it's considered a little while ago because it's like probably still happening. But the reason that it's kind of sad that it's not in the news as much. How about that naked philanthropist who raised $500,000 by sending nudes to support?
I did see that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. No, that's her name. That's her account name.
I didn't know that.
Okay, yes, that's what she calls herself. That's funny. Okay, so there's a woman who. Oh, I'll pull up her name because it's not the naked. Her God-given name is not the naked philanthropist.
Yes.
So this U.S. model raised over $500,000. Her name's Kaylin Ward, and she goes by the name The Naked Philanthropist online.
Okay.
And she said that she would donate. She would send nudes to everybody who donated at least $10 for fundraisers.
It was Australian Fire.
Yes, she
really.
said her tweet went out and it said, "I'm sending nudes to every person who donates at least $10 to any one of these fundraisers for the wildfires in Australia. For every $10 you donate, you get one nude picture from me to your DM. Must send me confirmation that you donated." So she put out the list of like who you could donate to, and then she put out like this pic. Whoops. And then she put out that picture because like it's right. That's the proper use of an emoji. Oh, whoops.
Was it like the eggplant?
Yeah, kind of. It's like a little peach or something like that, right?
Yes.
Over, or like a happy face, like right over.
Yeah.
Yeah, like exactly when you should be using that. And she said that from it, she only expected to receive like $1,000, and it just went viral. I heard about this before, and so somebody did the math on how long it would take if you answered. Say it takes 48 seconds to answer DM with a picture and send it. At this point, it would take her 28 days of answering DMs for 8 hours a day straight to hit that estimated 500,000.
Wow.
So she's going to be real busy for a while.
Good for her.
Yeah,
though.
but I'm into that. So, like, I guess there was like pushback, and people were, of course, right?
Yeah.
And somebody was comparing this to when when Notre Dame caught on fire, and how many billionaires and how much money was raised and donated for that, and how there have been over 1,500 homes that are gone, millions of animals, like people. I think it's up to like 23 plus people who have passed away
from this Australian disaster.
Yes.
Oh,
and they haven't received even close to what Notre Dame got.
Yeah,
and it's an entire country.
Yeah,
this is a problem.
This is kind of what I was referring to when we watched Don't Fuck with Cats, and how there's this weird thing in our brain that makes us care more about one thing rather than the other. And it seems like that's an example where it's counterintuitive. Maybe it's that
we can't ever get that. I mean, of course we can't get these things back either.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, a house, we can rebuild that. It's like...
One thing seems abstract and one seems tangible, like a building that you love, Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So we have to keep pausing because the gardener is in town. In town. Not in town. I'm saying it like he's coming over for tea. No, he's doing his gardening. And we were like, what the heck? Why does he keep coming back over here? And Susie's like, he's got 3 different tools he uses. One for mowing, one for whacking, and one for blowing. So we're like, he's got to mow, whack, and blow before all of those sound like euphemisms. So in the time that we have not been recording, we've been cracking up about...
Right, we've been talking dirty.
And then Susie's like, all of them are euphemisms except for mowing. And I was like, really? Because I feel like that's a euphemism for going down on a girl.
Yeah, because then Sarah started saying... What did you say?
I
I'm
said,
going to mow her
oh,
grass.
I really like to mow her grass. That's exactly what that means. Plower. That's kind of like that same,
right.
but we're just banging. But
I mean, he's still here, but we got to
still
record.
Here, you know.
We're switching recording days, though, so hopefully this will end shortly. I appreciate your
I'm moving close to you, so we're all good.
It's fine,
I'm
everyone.
gonna be your neighbor.
Stop yelling at us, everyone.
Stop it. Gosh. Yeah, so we talked about naked philanthropy. Are you for it or are you anti? We didn't even get to that's where we left off.
I'm fine with it.
Me too.
Because why not?
Right.
It works. It's for a good cause. You have a beautiful body.
Show it off. Take those pics. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is exactly like, who's not liking?
Nobody's hurt.
Nobody's hurt.
To me, that's how you can tell if something could be a sin.
Yeah.
Is there a negative,
Yeah.
And as far as we know, everyone's happy with this arrangement.
Yeah.
So then, great.
Yeah.
Especially all those Aussie animals.
Oh my God. Who was it? I think there was some actor, I'll call her an actor, who did like a swipe, like carousel kind of thing of pictures from the fire and did not give a trigger warning that she was about to show a kangaroo that was after the fire.
Dead?
Yes.
Oh, that's not okay.
Not okay, right?
No.
Not okay. And like, you're going to the place where besides kangaroos, but like animals move real slow there. Koalas, they need all the help to get out that they can.
Aww.
Can you imagine those guys?
No. It's awful.
Just like riddled with syphilis hanging out there. Do you hear that? Oh my gosh, yeah. Koala population apparently crazy syphilis out. Like it's like an outbreak that like was threatening their population for a while. I probably need to research this more.
I was thinking about how when I was on Road Rules Down Under.
You were,
and we trained with the fire department, and I was like, oh, those guys are probably doing the Lord's work down there.
They are.
If they're not retired.
And I was incorrect. It's chlamydia.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, chlamydia is better than syphilis.
Yeah,
syphilis
definitely.
can make you cuckoo.
Yeah. And it says that this second strain of chlamydia can infect humans if the infected koala were to urinate on someone, though it's unlikely.
Have you ever had chlamydia?
No, I have not. But I love when you ask me these annoying questions. No, in fact, I got tested for everything a little bit ago. Ship shape. Yeah. And then I kept getting, because I keep going, oh, my God, I'll pay it online. And because I keep getting the bill for it in the mail, and then I keep telling myself, oh, I'm going to pay it online. It's like $12, my lab fee. But every time, twice that I've gotten the letter, now notice, you still need to pay this. And when I open it up, it always lists them.
No.
And I'm like, I hate looking. I mean, it's all good. But just make remind me.
They should not keep listing them.
Right. They should. I'm like, yeah, we all know what I went in and got the test for. What I don't have. Thank you. But, put it in my file so that I, Is
it because I'm not at all in the dating world anymore that I don't hear of people having herpes? Or if we eradicated that?
I definitely don't think we have. In fact, I heard recently that it was the opposite, that STDs are
on the rise.
But I don't know because, I'm also
I would think they wouldn't be.
I don't know.
Because you know how we've read about how young people aren't banging as much because of porn and stuff?
Yeah.
You would think that would help with those rates.
Yeah, bring them down. And I know waxing, that made everything go down. Crabs and something else. The rates of some other kind of like pubic lice, essentially. It almost went away because of people shaving down there.
See, that's a reason to do it.
Totally.
If you ask me.
Yeah.
Not that I needed a reason. As soon as Howard Stern told me when I was 14 over the airwaves
really?
that that's what you do, then I did it.
Oh, man. Mm-hmm. I've been a pretty consistent waxer for a while, so now there's not much.
Yeah.
So I just keep that going.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome, everyone.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I do it myself, so who says you can't do everything?
Wow, really?
I sure do.
Wow,
it's
you are
super
so
easy.
brave.
I know everybody says that when they find that out, but it's not a big deal at all. It's so fast.
Sarah, this is the same with the bee stings. I think we have different systems.
Oh, tolerance for... It hurts way less when I do it to myself.
Okay.
Way less. I wax my armpits too. In fact, they're doing.
You are a brave lady.
That one is funky because you have to, since it's one hand is being occupied, like you don't have two hands, obviously. I like have to use the side of a wall to like stretch my skin, like make it, because you have to like make it taut.
Yes,
and then you have to rip. And so that always looks funny because I like lean up against the wall and like then like pull back on my armpit and like weird. Looks funny. But yeah, I handle all that by myself. You just get like the good strip free kind.
Well, you know what I handle by myself?
What?
Washing my face.
Yes.
Just like Sarah does every night now.
That's
thanks
right.
to her intentions.
And I use step number 2 on my booty for my butt bumps.
You guys should do that with BioClarity. You can get clear skin.
Or butt. Yes. Yeah, that's skin on your face or on your booty.
Or on your bum.
They probably don't have that in the instructions of where to put it, but this is an insider tip.
Yeah, like if you struggle with acne on other spots, go ahead and use this.
Same thing.
Or you can get the Essentials routine, which is for normal skin. It's a 3-step regimen, and I swear by it because it's soothing, it's effective, and it's affordable.
All the men in my life got that for Christmas.
Did
and
they
all
love
the men,
it?
too. My brother and brothers and Ren, so 3.
BioClarity has everything you need to get clear, glowing skin. It works, and it's affordable. Get healthier, more radiant skin by going to bioclarity.com. I just love that it is something that will work for you, and I know what it feels like to have problem skin. And even better, these products are actually affordable. Right now, our listeners can save 15% off everything on their website. That's an incredible deal, but you need to enter our code BRAINCANDY at checkout. So go to bioclarity.com and get 15% off everything on their website when you use our code BRAINCANDY at checkout.
Oh, and this wasn't on my list, but I feel like I have to talk about it because it's something else that I saw in one of those Netflix shows explained. I think it was that. It was... or some other show like that, but they were talking about counterfeit makeup and counterfeit products. We should be terrified of this.
What?
For real. Like there was a woman who was talking about she bought a Kylie lip kit on eBay, and it was fake because they counterfeit all this stuff. Like when you go down to LA, like what is that street? Oh, what's the street?
Like in downtown LA?
Yeah, there's that name of that street. Oh God, I can't remember what the street is. Anyways, there, kind of next to the garment district, fabric district, they have, a bunch of like these little like, not kiosks, but like stores, shops that are set up, and they have MAC makeup and Kylie makeup. It is all counterfeit.
Yeah,
all of it.
And what's in there?
This woman
arsenic?
had. Her lips, there was some sort of like glue, like super. Her lips, she got a crazy infection. They got stuck together.
No.
And then I'm thinking, like, forget it. I'm not using anything that is bought, like anything for my skin that could possibly be counterfeit, old product, not like checked regularly.
That's what they say that goes on at like Marshalls and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
That happened to me because I bought a deep conditioner there, and that was, remember when I told you my hair was like got too elasticy, and then my hairs was like, we're using old product, and I was like, yes. So no, can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it.
What
Not
else
worth
is
it.
in there? Why
Bad
would they put
stuff.
glue in? If you're going to counterfeit.
I don't know. It's like whatever filler stuff, and it's like just the least. I mean, just the grade is so bad, and it's so easy to do to counterfeit it.
Yeah.
Like when you see these, I mean, they did raids, and every single place counterfeit, every single thing, and they like can't even stop it and control it, and so much comes in, and like, it just terrifies me. So like, check that out if you ever want.
I got counterfeit Chanel perfume on eBay one time, and like the label was all crooked, and like inside were like flecks of some mystery substance.
But how did it smell?
I didn't even open it. I just reported it and got my money back.
Good.
But I was just like, yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if it smelled like the real thing.
Yeah.
But it was so obvious. It wasn't even convincing.
Right.
I'm sure some are better than others.
Yeah. I just feel like, you gotta, because like, what's the point? It defeats, it's the whole purpose of having all the good stuff.
Right.
And like, are you buying the Kylie lip kit because that product is a superior product and because it does everything it says it does and it's super cool? Or are you buying it because it's better to be seen with, like, you almost don't even care about the stuff on the inside. You just want to be seen with the package.
Whenever I've seen really old, like vintage advertisements, you know, for makeup from the 50s or 60s, it makes you realize how you're duped now. Because when you see them, you're like, this is the claims that they make are so silly. But when you see it in a current
my God, Suze, I've never thought about that. It's the same.
It's the same. But it's like, it kind of makes me sad.
Oh my God.
Because we're all looking for magic stuff. And some stuff is great, but...
You're so right, because when I think about those advertisements, I'm like, oh my God, are they kidding with the thing that shakes your the waistband that just like vibrates and like that's how you're going to lose weight?
Yeah.
And like, no, come on. But we were
like hair products,
yes,
stuff like that.
Oh my God, that's fascinating. Yeah. I like that one. Yes. So, anyways, this is interesting. Okay. So, did you see there was an article that came out about a woman who found, or no, maybe it was a tweet. It started as a tweet, and then it got a bunch of attention, and then everybody else started being like, yeah, me too, me too, me too. This woman discovered her husband cheating in a very peculiar way.
Okay.
With a new technological device. Can you think of what it could be? That gives information.
Like your camera, your home camera?
Not the home camera.
Gives, like a Fitbit?
Yes! You got the exact word! No. Fitbit. Not even, you could have said Apple Watch. Yes. She noticed that somehow, like, I don't know if their phones were linked or something like that. She had the data. She was noticing that his heart rate would spike for only about a minute to 3 minutes at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No.
Yes. And then she put a tweet out. I have to find this tweet that was like, hey, anybody, like, I'm getting this weird reading from, like, my husband's Fitbit that said, or, like, whatever, that at 3 o'clock in the morning there's a spike. And then a bunch of other people were like, mine's doing that too. And everybody found out their partners were
why 3 o'clock in the morning, though?
Well, just it happened to be for her at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Where
but like,
was he, though? Maybe she should have known because he wasn't in their bed at that time.
Correct. But maybe he said he was like on a business trip or something like that. Oh my God, I have the article saved in here.
And it was at odd hours.
Yes. It says, Fitbit doesn't fool around. This was in USA Today. How the fitness tracker helped this woman catch her boyfriend cheating. If you're going to cheat, don't forget to slip off your Fitbit along with your drawers. Ha ha ha. Oh my gosh. This is, I should have, I just heard, like somebody told me all the details and I was like, I have to share this.
Yeah.
And they sent me, it's Ren told me this. And then, shout out to Ren. And then he was like, I'll send you the article. And it was an NFL Network correspondent, Jane Slater, who says she caught her former boyfriend cheating after spotting his suspiciously rapid increase in a heart rate and physical activity at around 4 a.m. on their shared Fitbit app. And so she put up this tweet that was like, an ex-boyfriend once got me a Fitbit for Christmas. I loved it. We synced up, motivated each other, didn't hate it until he was unaccountable for at 4 a.m. and his physical activity levels were spiking in the app. Wish the story wasn't real.
She's my friend.
Get out.
Yeah.
You need to tell her.
I cannot believe this.
That we're talking about her. Have her on the podcast. Oh my God, let's talk about this. Susie, is that possible?
When you said her name, I thought, I gotta see if I'm like getting this.
I know. I thought you got like an emergency text that you had to respond to. I was like, oh my God, I'm just gonna keep talking and pretend like that doesn't happen because something just happened with Susie. So after she posted this, it said followers chimed in with their own tales of infidelity outed by fitness trackers. One woman said, my ex-husband got caught in an affair because he was wearing the training watch and heartbeat monitor my mom bought him for Christmas while, quote unquote, running. It was the under 1 minute heart rate spike that confirmed things for me.
I love that it was from 1 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, right. It's like the under a minute that it spikes.
Pathetic.
Basically like when they come. It's not even like the distance. It's just like, you know, if all of a sudden under a minute you get a spike. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I love that story.
I kind of love it.
Me too. I love it because all these motherfuckers are lying. And then it's like, you know, it's amazing what technology can do to help you uncover. Oh my God, like charges on credit cards that for sure that are linked. Oh my God.
That's why I think the days of serial killers are over.
Oh my God. So I think you're totally right
Yeah.
about
there's just too many ways to
don't
get
fuck
caught
with cats.
now. Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right with that.
Yeah.
He would have killed more people, and we just got him. Well,
yeah, so it's like we
those
complain
vigilantes.
about technology sometimes, but there are good things about it.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my God. I have so many fun stuff. I keep looking at these being like, oh yeah, that's so good. Okay. This is one that people are going to be mad at because you can't see it, but then you're going to be happy when you, or maybe not happy.
One thing people won't be mad at.
Okay, good. Yeah. Go.
Is saving money on their credit card bills. You're probably paying too much on your credit cards. You're getting all those bills from the holidays. It's no fun. That's why you guys need Lightstream. It's easy with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream to handle all those crazy rates because they sort it out for you. They have rates as low as 5.95% APR with autopay. Their application's super easy. You can do it right from your phone. We've had a lot of listeners use it, and they've had great luck, and they're enjoying it. And just for our listeners, apply now. You get a special interest rate discount and save even more. The only way to get the discount is to go to lightstream.com/braincandy, lightstream.com/braincandy. Subject to credit approval. Rate includes 0.50% autopay discount. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/braincandy for more information.
Okay. Oh my God. You're going to freak out when you see this. But then, I apologize already.
Oh my God.
So the title of the article was British Man Grows Dragon Horn on His Back in Rare Case. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay. Are you ready for this? This is on his back. Also, I should mention, it is 5.5 inches long.
No.
There's no more air in the room.
Is this still attached right here?
Yes. Until they surgically removed it. So,
Sarah.
Yes. This is a kind of cancer that's benign, and it's a cutaneous
Christ.
squamous cell carcinoma. And they're usually diagnosed and treated early, so they don't have the chance to grow, but it's just when the skin keeps growing and keeps growing. Okay. How many years would you have something on you before you were like,
not
time to go?
2 minutes.
Two
You
seconds.
know me. I have
please.
if I have any imperfection, I pick it forever.
And also, you're like diligent. You're like checking my body for anything that looks odd. He wouldn't have lasted a second in the Meister house.
I
with
cannot imagine.
Could you? No,
how
I mean, could you imagine?
He tolerated that, especially on your back, where if you lean up against a chair.
I mean, so he was I think he said he was a construction worker, but he didn't have any of the other. It was on his lower back. Yes. He had no significant sun exposure. He had no family history of skin cancer, and he was not immunosuppressed. The report said he was a smoker, but that was the only thing that was different in his, but yeah, it was about 2.5 inches thick and 5.5 inches long, growing out of the bottom of his back. And that is super gross. And it for a million reasons. And this is crazy that this condition, because it just kept on getting worse and worse and worse. But this is the condition that makes up 20% of all skincare cases, with about 1 in 8 U.S. men developing this in their lifetime. 1 in 8 men are getting this, that this guy just let turn into a frickin' horn. And then in my attempt to Google this, then I found other people who had them growing out. One guy had it growing out of the top of his head, so he really
clearly these people are not married. Because no woman is going to be
never in a million. His Fitbit watch ain't going off ain't spiking at any hour of the day.
God.
Forget it. The weird things I've Googled syphilis in koalas. I've Googled porn growing out of man. Please delete my history. I mean, it is in private mode for some reason today. I don't know why.
I don't why is it not, I know you say it's skin, but why doesn't it look like skin?
Because it's keratin and protein. So it's the same thing that our hair is made of. And also a rhinoceros' nose is made of.
Well, that's what it looked like.
Yes, and that's it, a rhino. So if you ever are at trivia and they ask you what's a rhino's horn made out of, the answer
keratin
is... But if you say keratin and protein or keratin, they'll be like, because this happened to me. And I was like, actually, the answer that they wanted to give was hair. And I was like, hair consists of keratin and protein, fuck off. And then they gave it to me.
Was the question specifically what's a rhinoceros's nose made out of?
Yes.
And they wanted you to say hair.
And I was like, actually, you don't have all the info, buddy. I didn't say that, but I'm the exact person at a trivia night that I would hate as a trivia host.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
The worst.
You're
I know this. But that's like, it makes me adorable.
But you were right, though, because what it is that hair and the nose are made up of keratin and protein.
You. And I wrote keratin down there, and they were like, wrong.
Right.
And I was like,
that's like saying a quesadilla is made out of an enchilada.
Yeah,
no.
Thank you.
They're made out of the same ingredients.
Yes, and in fact, you need these ingredients to make that. See, this is why Red and I think we need to have a trivia. We need to go play trivia. You, me, and Adam, and him.
Yeah, like I said, as long as we're on the same team.
Well, duh, because we are convinced that we will just win everything.
I think we have all the bases covered. As long as Ren knows a lot about sports.
Tons.
Okay.
Yes.
We're fine.
Tons.
Okay.
Music, sport, we're good. We're all set. We have all the genres of music covered.
Right.
So that's why we're safe.
That's true.
It's really great. So yes, okay.
Maybe our next Brain Candy meetup could be trivia.
That
night.
would be
hilarious.
Oh my gosh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I can already make this happen. I'm like writing notes. Yeah, the people that I used to work for, they can host it.
That would be really fun.
Oh, this is a done deal. I'm gonna get on the whistle or whatever you do. I was gonna say get on the horn, but
That's
I was
fine.
like too soon.
Yeah. It was too similar.
That's what I think. I think I was primed to say like get on the horn, and I was just thinking about horns, and I was like, oh,
we'll get on the hair.
Messy, get on the hair. Yes. Oh my gosh, what were they called? Pub trivia, whatever it was called. I can't remember. Yes.
Wait, I want to ask you this. This was submitted by a Brainiac. I wish I would have seen it in December, but I just saw it. Jessica said that she was watching Rudolph, the cartoon.
Yes.
And she wasn't babysitting a reindeer. And she said that she began to get curious about why Dolly was in the Misfit toys, because she's a doll that looks normal and seems to have all her parts. You know how the Misfit toys have to be flawed in some way.
Whoa. I'm going to need to... Who are the Misfit toys? What's
the
happening
island of
here?
Misfit toys, that's where all the...
Okay, so this is in the movie Rudolph.
Yeah, Sarah.
I don't know the plot or think I've ever seen this.
Wait, what?
I don't think I've ever seen Rudolph. Like, I know the story. I just know a guy, he guided the sleigh, and then, like,
you know the song only?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that movie.
Herbie the Dentist?
No.
Oh, my God. This is so stupid. Sarah! These are classics.
Coming from the woman who didn't see the Karate Kid or... What's the other one that I get real mad at you? Dirty Dancing.
This is religious persecution that is happening right now. There was a reason I did not see those. Well, you're just Scrooge.
Maybe it's because I have a problem with technology in animals being...
Maybe you're prejudiced against reindeer that are different.
Oh, this, that. Now you're getting somewhere. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so
imagine?
The premise is that Rudolph is a misfit. And he's broken.
He was born with his nose like that.
Yes.
We didn't make him like that.
Yeah, like he was the equivalent of someone who's differently able.
Who the heck was his mom sleeping with?
Well, they had parents, but these things happen.
Well, okay. I'm just saying.
Check her Fitbit.
Yeah. The robot toy and the elves have been working on is like, nothing to see here.
This is so funny. Okay, so he's a misfit. He's rejected by his peers. And Herbie was also rejected by his peers because he wanted to be a dentist and he was unusual for whatever reason. He's an elf. And he didn't like building toys.
And he wanted to be a dentist. Okay, got it.
So they moved to the land of misfit toys.
Got it.
Where all the broken toys go to live in solitude. And they're
just cast away.
Yeah, and all of
exiled.
Them, it's very clear why they're there.
Yeah.
But Dolly, and I agree, I noticed her and thought, wonder why she's there.
Lesbian. When did this movie come out?
I think like the 60s.
Okay, if you rewatch that with that frame of reference and watch it like lines up. This is like every teacher that they made, like character that they made a teacher from the movies back in the day. I'm always like, lesbian. Hidden lesbian.
So great. I'm so happy right now. Okay, well, anyway. So they looked it up, and according to the movie's creator, she's there because she has low self-esteem and psychological issues, probably because she's a homosexual.
Didn't change in the DSM until 1978, so...
Okay, so Jessica wanted to know what you and I thought about this. And
now you know my opinion.
I really did not see this reaction coming.
This is great. The lesbian community will either love this or be very upset with me.
They will love it because maybe they will like their representation.
I think so. Let's look at Dolly from Land of Misfit Toys. I need to see this reference. I don't even know what she looks like.
She's just a normal doll.
Of Misfit.
Who loves other dolls.
Who loves other dolls. Oh. What if I was like, yeah, she kind of looks like it.
Definitely gay.
Oh, yeah, totes. Oh my God, she's so cute.
Yeah, she is.
She's
why
like the
doesn't
doll
she have good
I would want to
self-esteem?
be friends with. Yeah, why doesn't she? Why does she have psychological problems?
That's a very odd thing for the creator to do.
That means that this character was, you know how like nobody writes something that doesn't in some way reflect elements of their own story. It's impossible for us to tell a story without that. It just is. Which is why it works great with kids to externalize their problems, and you just put toys out and you just say, tell me a story with your toys there. They will tell you exactly what went on during their day. You just have to interpret it. So I wonder who she is, like
she represents.
Yes. What person is in his life is reflected in that doll, or maybe a little bit of him. Who knows?
Maybe he just hates dolls and like he's sexist and didn't like that.
Are there other dolls that are at the regular that don't get exiled?
Well, I don't think we ever see like a pile of regular toys.
Oh, we don't. Okay.
Not
Interesting.
really.
I'm going to have to like, this is going to be really weird that I'm going to like watch this in the middle of January or February.
Yes.
Oh my God. Look, there's a whole thing on why is she a misfit? Even YouTube is exploring this. Here's a video exploring the question, why is Dolly from Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer in the Island of Misfit Toys? I hope you enjoy. What if it was like, Susie? I have seen how you make YouTube videos. Your family does. It's like you took a break from the what is it called? Action News now?
News.
Action Figure News?
Yeah.
To just do videos on Dolly.
Well, now I want to know, and I want to get to the bottom of it.
These are so cute.
It's a great cartoon, Sarah.
Yeah, I should definitely watch it. Dolly
It's
Landing.
very cute.
Let me just type in lesbian just to see. I mean, let's see if
What
anybody
if you're the
else
first
is.
person to come up
I
with
have
this?
long thought that the doll was a lesbian.
Who's
Dude,
saying this?
somebody in a post from 2000. I'm telling you.
That's hilarious, Sarah.
I have at least one person who's sees what I'm saying here. Okay, that's all I needed. Just wanted to validate. I rest my case. Open and shut, sir. Oh my goodness.
Well, we're pretty much done. Unless you want to.
No, my two stories are sad.
Oh,
why would I want to close on that? It's really like I left
Save
these two to
those.
the end because I was like, this will just bring us down. I'm just gonna.
We've been through enough.
I'll just like I wanted to cross them out, but I'm like, I gotta talk about
Save
that sometime.
those
We'll
for when
save
we're
them.
like down.
When it's one of those days, we're like, yeah, let's just pile on.
Yeah.
I'm just too happy today.
Leave us a 5-star review.
Yeah, man.
So we don't feel like low self-esteem like Dolly.
Right. We
And
wouldn't want that.
subscribe. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.